Eli is with us in Buffalo, New York. Hi, Eli. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi, Mr. Ramsey. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
I'm a sophomore in high school, and right now I'm thinking of going to college to become an attorney. And I was wondering if you think 7 years of college and student loans are worth it.
I don't think student loans are worth it, but I think law school is worth it. And so I would begin investigating ways to go through law school without paying for it with student loans, finding other ways to fund it and so forth. So the question is it worth it? So what would it cost you versus what you would earn? Okay? Now, a law degree, generally speaking, depending on what type of law you go into, doesn't matter where you graduate from. I have probably 6 or 7 lawyers that we pay money to annually. I can't tell you where any of them went to school.
Okay.
All I can tell you about them is they are competent in their particular area of practice, whether it's litigation or trademark specialties. One we have that we use. We have general counsel on staff. I can't even tell you where he graduated from off the top of my head. I think I know. I think he went to UT Law, but I'm not positive. He may be mad at me now that I said that. But we've got one lawyer on staff. So the point being, as long as you learn the law and the ability to practice law in a particular area of law, which is what you're going to do, you're going to end up, the law, in most states, you don't specialize by... you specialize practically, meaning you choose a type of law that you want to practice. Are you going to do criminal law? Are you going to do civil contests in court? Are you going to do litigation, in other words? Or are you going to do real estate law? Or are you going to do, which is another guy?
I'm thinking real estate.
Do what now?
Right now I'm thinking real estate.
Okay. Then what I would do is go talk to some real estate people that are doing it and ask them what they make. What do they make? And then look at what it costs. So my point of my big discussion and my blathering is this. I would not pay $1 bazillion to go to law school when you can go for a lot less than that. Find a law school that's less expensive and go get you an in-state degree from an in-state school as cheaply as you possibly can and get a good high GPA. Work your butt off so that you get accepted into law school, and then go to maybe a state law school or less. But you don't have to go to Harvard or Yale to be successful in law. You simply don't. As a matter of fact, a lot of people don't go to Harvard and Yale. They're very successful. Now, the last thing I'll tell you is this. Any area of study, the number one correlation as to whether you're successful, whether it's medicine, law, science, teaching, running a business, whatever your academic area of study is, where you went to school has almost zero correlation to your success. Your personal habits and character and charisma to deal with people and your perseverance, your never say die attitude, your street smarts, your common sense, all of those things have more to do with you being successful than having a degree or where you went to school. Now, getting the knowledge that you get while getting a degree is very valuable. So because degrees are so expensive now, Eli, and colleges are so expensive, and there's this huge backlash against all the student loan debt, and we've got all these socialists like Bernie and so forth telling people that they shouldn't have to pay their student loan debt and all that, feel the burn and all that crap, But all that stuff's going on out there, and so people are starting to say college is not worth it. College is worth it. So you ask me, is law school worth it? Yes, law school is worth it. But it is not a golden Willy Wonka ticket. It does not make you successful to get a degree. And where you go to get the degree does not make you successful. You, Eli, are your secret sauce. The fact that you're a senior or a sophomore in high school calling a show like this says you've got the stuff. You got the gumption. You got the grit. You got the ability to hustle and grind. And in any career field, if you don't have that, You sit around with your hand stuck out going, nobody will hire me. Well, it's because you're a freaking bum with a degree. That's why nobody will hire you. You're lazy. That's why nobody will hire you. You walk in with your pants around your knees to do an interview. That's why nobody will hire you. Get a belt. Comb your hair. Take a shower. Shake the man's hand, the woman's hand. Look them in the eye. Throw your shoulders back. Be somebody. That's how you get hired. It's not like, well, I went to school, so I deserve something. You ain't entitled to nothing, baby. And that's not to you, Eli, because you're the guy we don't have to worry about being entitled. I mean, who listens to the Dave Ramsey Show in the sophomore in high school? Wasn't me, I can tell you that. So you got a lot more on the ball than I do. So you're going to be fine. But, guys, the thing is this. Don't throw baby out with the bathwater on education. Being ignorant as a statement of socialism is a dumb idea. I'm not going to go to school. College isn't worth it. Knowledge is worth it. If it's knowledge that's applicable in the marketplace, like a law degree, it's worth it. I mean, but there's broke lawyers all over the place. So you actually have to learn how to run a legal business. You have to learn how to get clients and keep clients. There's people skills involved. You know, real estate business, you're going to be dealing with real estate people, which are drama queens. I love them. I am one. And I've been a real estate person all my life, but they're all high emotional, people. And that's who you're going to be dealing with in the real estate business. You're dealing with zoning boards and bureaucrats with the dadgum city, and all this stuff. That's who you're going to be dealing with if you're a real estate attorney. So if you can't deal with all that, you're going to be what's known as a broke real estate attorney, even though you got a law degree. It's not a golden Willy Wonka ticket. It gets your foot in the door, and then you still have to go do the work, folks. So don't teach your kids that education is a bad idea. Education is a wonderful idea, but don't teach your kids that any education is worth the money, because it's not. You get a degree in German polka history, it's worthless. You get a degree in gender studies and then wonder why you can't get a job. Well, that's dumber than a rock. Of course you're going to have a problem with that. So think about what you're doing. Don't spend $280,000 getting a master's degree in social work. That's a dumb idea. There's just not enough income in that field to offset that expense. Even if you didn't go in debt to do it, it doesn't make sense. So you just have to think through, what are you spending for what are you getting? The few pennies that I paid to get an undergraduate degree in finance with specialization in real estate from the University of Tennessee was worth a bazillion times more than I paid for it. It was worth every dime times 100. Because I learned statistics, I learned finance, I learned basic marketing skills, I learned accounting, and I use all of those things every day running this business today, some 40 years later. I even learned computer programming, which has absolutely nothing to do with anything that is programmed today. I can promise you that. Y'all remember those old punch cards? Yeah, I had old punch cards. We sit in there with these ridiculous languages that my guys laugh about when I tell them that I learned those languages. But you know what? The critical thinking skills that you use there are the same critical thinking skills you do to program the web today. Now, I don't use them because I don't know how to write code. But I suspect I could probably learn it in about 3 weeks if I didn't have anything else to do, because I've written code before. Getting a degree, I got a little taste of it. And so now when I'm dealing with people who do that for me on my team, now I'm ready to do that. So Eli, education is worth it as long as you go do something with your life and don't wait on someone else to bring you the water. You're going to be just fine, sir. You're going to be just fine. Pay cash for it, though. Pay cash for it. It's not worth student loan debt.